So I've been seeing all these people downtown, like, different kinds of people. You got a lot of mental illness down there, obviously. Standard people trying to, scrape by. And there's this new class of people though, and they tend to be younger, but that's now 30s, and and they're not fucking people, is what I'm seeing. It's like it's hard to explain. You interact with them, and every thought in their head is a predatory one. Every bit of everything and every aspect of all of the interaction is 100% about them looking for something to exploit somehow or take that's has value somehow in a way to diminish you. And you got the extremes. There's the people that I guess would take it to the are gonna kill you or that kind of. But it's the same predatory fucking thinking. But it's I don't know. It comes from a very weak standpoint, a weak mindset, and it's a mob mentality, and they're not worth a shit on their own. I've noticed this. It's a pack thing. It's a pack. That makes me think of the Marilyn Manson song. The weak ones together will devour the strong, because that's what they're like. But it's just the interaction is bizarre. Like it's more often than not anymore, and it's really weird. That too, and I don't know if it's just because of my circumstances or if there's just that many of these fucking things running around. But just though, again, and you have to every second of everything. They're not laughing because it's funny when you say something. They're not responding with any real understanding of what the fuck you just said. They aren't really listening. Everything out of their mouth is a distraction, and every promise is a lie. And the bowl never gets loaded. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but that's true too. And that's what it's easy to catch now. They got a bowl, and then you're gonna get load that. You're gonna load that. 3 times later, and they always got the fatty, but then they never have nothing. So I don't know. It's just fucking fucked up. And I think I was wondering if it's possible there's any humanity left in those things, or is it like a type of possession? Were they people ever? And piece of shit demon, took over, because that's what I've categorized them. This is a piece of shit, And it's not a people. It's a piece of shit, and I don't know. Like, is it an attachment? Can it be beaten off or exorcised out? Can we do exorcism on pieces of shit, and exorcise the piece of shit, demon that's inside them, fucking making them. And then will there be anybody there? If we got rid of that, if we were able to get rid of the piece of shit part, is there even a human in there to worry about saving? Because that's what my defense is going to be if I ever have to take a charge for beating the fuck out of a piece of shit. That'll have to be my defense, as I didn't beat the fuck out of a person, so it's not a crime. That's a piece of shit right there that you're talking about. That's not the same fucking thing. I was correcting that. This is what you have to do. I was rescuing the person in there. I was trying to see if there was anyone worth salvaging. This was a rescue mission of love on the part of humanity, for fuck's sake. Is there a person in there? Let me find you. Let me beat this piece of shit costume on the demon out of you, motherfucker. And then is there your person in there? Are you stuck behind all that shit? Or are you just a piece of shit and that's all it is, and there's nobody left? Was there anybody in there to begin with? I don't know, because I didn't, I don't know. I didn't create them. They've just sort of appeared. I can see the gradation of them, though. It's like, I think it's been, if I think about the generations of shit parents, it's like, that's what we got. But it is weird, though, still. The predatory, they're intelligent. Maybe that's what it is. This breed is intelligent. These ones that they've bred are intelligent. Most pieces of shit are stupid. But these are smart pieces of shit. Fuck me, dude. That's the problem. That's it right there. That's the difference. These ones have adapted and understand this world. They're not fumbling around like their generations before them. And they're predators. But just, fuck. And what do we do? I think I like my idea. Call it an exorcism, not a beating. And make it a religious rite. This is my religion. And this is what I stand for. And therefore, ACLU should step right the fuck in and protect me for that, Everyone else gets to do their fucked up shit. I'm actually, trying to make something fucked up right. So there's a difference. It's trauma based. That's what it all boils down to. Everything is based in trauma that makes the fucking lesson stick. And you can take somebody and fucking hurt the fuck out of them and teach them things that way through the pain process. And if the words don't work and reasonings don't work, that's, I wonder if that's what it takes. So, you break 2 ribs and fucking then when they are out of air and on the ground and think they're going to die, that's when you sit down and talk to them and let them know. Get them to relate the feeling of not being able to breathe air and your ribs broken as you lay there and know this person could crush your head if they felt like it as they tell you something. Trauma-based memory. And from that point on, no matter what, every time he breathes for the next 2 weeks, he remembers what you said because it's tied to the pain and it's tied to the events that's traumatizing the motherfucker. And you think this sounds terrible and this sounds fucking horrible, but it's what's happening now to good people. This is what they do to good people. Fucky people take good people and fuck them up. They do fucked up shit and train them through the trauma process same fucking way. And the law enforcement doesn't stop that. It doesn't do a fucking thing at all. We all know this or it wouldn't be such a problem. So, what's the wrong about doing it back then? How about good people, trauma-based fucked up people? But put the lesson in their head to be correct. So they relate fucking hurting people and being a fuckbag to not being able to breathe, their air being gone, and someone above them telling them they better watch their shit that they know could kill them at any minute. I tell you, it works. And then maybe they'll be the way they should be. Fix that broken fucking wiring. They break fixed wiring same way. So now this is what is the normal wiring, is to be a fuckbag. So break the goddamn wiring and put the right instructions back. And if it has to be trauma-based, I still don't see why. That's the problem. The problem is the fuckbags that have taken over and they're eradicating everything good. Look around you, for Christ's sake. Pieces of shit run everything. They have their hands in everything and they're the fucking everything. And fucked up shits happen to good people all the time from the time they're babies. Everything's fucked up. Do it the other way. See what happens. Why not? Because good people don't want to beat people up. Good people don't want to fuck people up. But that's kind of the problem. The fuckbags are banking on that. That you're such a good person. You'd rather wipe everything out and let them take over. And beat the fucking shit out of them because that's what they fucking needed. Let's put him in rehab and, let's put him in, let's coddle the fucker, Let's make him a self-entitled, intelligent piece of shit on top of it. Because it's not his fault. Everything's fucked up and this poor kid, and here we go. And again, aimed at the wrong fucking thing. Why? Because it's fuckbags that set the rules, That's why. It's all traceable through the course of everyday interaction. And I mean, shit. But people don't remember what they did 2 seconds ago, and they don't even know what the fuck, and they can't add it up from yesterday, so the continuity's gone. And there you go. Who knows? It was. Maybe it wasn't yesterday. I don't want to think about it now. And I'm going to say it was always then as it stands here now. And you go, fucking, no, it's not. And it never was. And oh my God, it never worked that way. And that's on deaf ears because I don't know what happened. But that's where I'm at. And wake them up, man. You're not listening. I try to talk to you, explain to you, you want to hear this. So maybe I need to, this is broken thinking, and I need to fucking, inject the trauma injection of the correct actions and fix your fucking shit. I think it's a great idea. But I'm sure this will be considered premeditated, everything. But And again, this is what brought this thinking about, is the premeditated thinking of the motherfuckers around me. You know? The agencies and everything else. It's like and these fucking mandatory reporters, and that little voice in their head that stopped them from doing it goes away when, they're told they should for the best, You have to. Now it's not your fault. And it's just set up, like the Vanessa Behan here in fucking Spokane. Utilize it as a single parent. Utilize it. We're here to help. Sure, 1 time, 2 time. 3 times, you better not go back that 4th, because you're going to be fucked and won't even see it coming. These nice people will call in state agencies because they have to, because something went weird. And there always will be. It doesn't matter if there is. It doesn't matter if there is. Okay? It will be. And the Ugandan piece of shit state worker who writes the piece of shit fucking report, and that goes on the record, and there you go. The shit show goes on. These motherfuckers take people's kids for that right there. And they set them the fuck up. Predatory thinking. And I feel it more. And apparently most people don't. But you walked in there and you felt like a victim. And you knew you were, and you saw what they wanted, and it was your babies. The glint in their eye and their teeth even. As they looked at your kids almost like they wanted to eat them fucking up. But they're super nice that first time when you fill out your paperwork and everything else. But it's all a fucking act, and I could smell it a mile away. And I did utilize it when I had to for the few times that I could. But I saw it coming, completely saw it coming, and, made sure it didn't go that way. And lots of people donate to them, and they think they do such a great job, and everyone's going to be shocked, and I'm a piece of shit for that, but it's the truth. The world is this predatory fucking place, and everyone thinks it's conceptually, but it truly is on a physical level, where you can't interact with people. I hardly ever, but I guess, like I said, this last breed, it's all. So most people, like I said, even when there's in and outs, they have a mindset, yes, but this is a 24/7, 7 days a week predator. They're in everything. I mean, every action, every move, everything they do is orchestrated, and that is just blowing my fucking mind. And it's gotten this far, So what's left besides exorcising that fucking demon and seeing if there's anything left of humanity in that piece of fucking shit?